All right, so another test I like to assess in golfers is called the single leg stance test. So this really looks at stability through the lower half. So what I have people do is they stand on one leg with their knee and hip at 90 degrees with their eyes open. They should be able to go about 25 seconds. Okay. They also should be able to go 25 seconds with eyes closed. Okay, what that tells us is how well is your balance doing in that lower half, because we require three systems for balance: our vestibular system, our fluid on our inner ears. We require vision for balance, but we also require our somatosensory system, which is all the receptors within the joints and on the bottom of the feet that sense pressure. So if you take away one of those systems by vision, then your body has to rely on the sensory system and it has to rely on the vestibular system. So if somebody's not able to get 25 seconds with eyes closed, then there are a couple exercises that we can progress through to get them more stable on their feet. So the first exercise you can start with, it's pretty easy. You get into a more of a wide base of support stance, but you're putting most of your pressure on the front leg, okay? On that trail side if you're a righty. And all you're doing is you're getting into a golf posture and you're rotating to the right and then back. Rotating to the right and back. This should feel pretty easy. And if you're a little off balance, this will be a good exercise for you. And you're gonna do anywhere from 15 to 30 of these, just taking a back swing and then coming through. And then you'll switch legs, taking a back swing and then follow through, back swing and follow through with that leg. If you want to make it harder, you just bring your stance a little bit more narrow, and you'll notice that it's a little harder to balance. But as you get better at this, you become a lot more stable doing 15 to 30 repetitions on each side. Once you're able to successfully complete that with a narrow stance, then you can start to hold the position. So you can go back to a more wide stance, and then you're just going to hold that position. And you can count to 5 seconds, doing anywhere from 10 to 15 of these. Once this gets too easy on both sides, holding, once it gets too easy, you can narrow the stance, or you can take it a step further by closing your eyes. So getting into a lunge position, rotating, and then closing eyes. You'll notice that you're a little more wobbly, but if you're able to maintain balance, this is a good exercise for you. If you're all over the place and having to catch yourself, go back to the next easiest exercise. Once you're able to get into a pretty narrow stance, lunge position, you're able to rotate, you're able to hold for 5 to 10 seconds with eyes closed, then you can take it a step further. With eyes open, you can go on single leg stance, and you can rotate to the right and then rotate to the left. Rotate to the right and then rotate to the left. Doing anywhere from 10 to 15 of these, that's going to really help get a lot of good stability through that lower half. Same thing on the left side. Rotating to the left and then rotating to the right, or rotating to the right and then rotating to the left. That's going to really help improve a lot of glute and quad stability through that area. Then you can take it even a step further, make it really hard, and you can try doing it with eyes closed. It's going to be a lot harder. I would say I'm not ready for that yet, but if you get to where your balance is really stable, that would be a next option for you. And as you get better at this and you're able to control that lower half better, you're going to feel a lot more stable in the golf swing. You're gonna stand up less in the swing, and you're going to be able to stay down on the ball a lot more, feeling a lot more stable in that lower half.